يعطيكم العافية، إن شاء الله تكونوا مستمتعين معنا في شركات ناشئة سعودية جديدة تظهر في المنطقة. طبعا إحنا الشباب نعرف أهمية التنوع وأهمية الأعمال وريادتها وثقافة ريادة الأعمال. بدأت تنشأ وتكبر فينا بطريقة مميزة والحمد لله في المجتمع السعودي، خصوصا أنه في كثير منا بدأ يتشعب وينطلق من هذا المنطلق بمجالات متنوعة، وهذا هو المطلوب. حقدم لكم جلسة فيها 4 قصص من رواد أعمال سعوديين. القصص هذه فيها تجارب خاصة ودروس استفادوا منها هؤلاء الرواد، كيف أسسوا شركاتهم، كيف استمروا، وإيش المصاعب اللي شافوها. هتعرف الآن. رحبوا معايا من جديد بمدير الجلسة الأستاذة كاتلين كندي.
Thank you very much. And could I have my winners come on up, or semifinals? Good, 1, 2. Is there 4 of you?
There are 4.
Great. Okay. Go ahead and sit here.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Excellent. Welcome. So these are the semifinalists from the competition, and I haven't met them either. So I'm going to have each of them introduce themselves and tell you what they're most proud about their company. All right, why don't we start here?
First of all, I'm Walid Jan. I'm a mechanical engineer from KFUPM. What I'm proud about my product is that I can help visually impaired people, especially students in primary school. So I made something humane, so I'm proud about that.
And what does your company do?
My company manufactured, you can say, a pure mechanical braille typewriter. Yes, that allows the typist to edit the text before embossing the paper.
Excellent. Okay, we'll come back to that and hear more about it next.
My name is Abdullah Al-Battal. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Codeco. I'm a KFUPMer as well. What I'm really proud about our startup is that we're really intended on building a device and manufactured here in the Kingdom to solve a major problem for one of the largest industries in the world, which is oil and gas industry. And that drives me and drives my co-founders greatly. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, we'll come back and hear about what problem you're solving.
Thank
All right, next.
Hi, my name is Jannah Ba'arma. The company is Rock, Paper, Scissors. It creates toys with like unique content that connects people, and that's what's most important about it.
Great name.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, and next.
My name is Mona Hassouna. I'm from Qirtas Toys, and the main achievement we have is that we want to inspire children to create by creating 3D puzzles that are driven from old Arabic inventions.
Fantastic. Okay, so we've got a very diverse panel here of entrepreneurs covering a number of different industries and solving a number of different problems. It sounds to me, though, like one of the unifying factors of this whole group would be, if we remember back to Kareem's 5 tips, one would be solving a local problem, it sounds like. So let's see, let's start. I'm going to talk to the 2 gals that are doing things with toys and talk about what is the local problem that you're solving. And then we'll go to oil and gas and end with Braille. So,
Do you want to start?
Yeah. For us, the problem that we're facing is that educational tools are not being fun enough. They're not inspiring children to create the way it should. And we believe through our toys we can achieve that. We want them to be inspired, to know more about their heritage, and that will boost their self-esteem to create more.
and how do you do that exactly? So maybe talk a little bit about what the technology or what the products do.
So we basically take inventions, ancient inventions. For example, for our prototype, we took the magnificent elephant clock, and we simplify the mechanics in a way to create this puzzle, 3D puzzle, that they can connect together using their hands. And from studies, it shows that using your hand will improve a lot of sensory aspects. And along with the toy, we have a book that tells the story of the invention. And Like, it's so inspiring to know that people from your region, people and you from your heritage basically have created these great inventions that have affected inventions nowadays. So this is how we aspire to inspire those children.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to want to hear about your go-to-market plan, but we're going to come back to that. Okay, so tell me about your toy.
The problems that we are trying to solve is due to the fast-paced digital life that we are currently living. Less and less people are being truly connected to one another, even in like the family. Like you would find the kid holding a cell phone, the other an iPad, the other is like locked in a room. So the games are made specifically with content that would try and gather them and create a playful experience together.
All right, I want to take this to the room for a second. Now, you heard about especially this game that's talking about bringing the family together. How many of you see yourself in what she just explained, where when you're at home, you feel that everyone's in their different corner or on their own device and are and this is a problem that she's solving for you? All right, look, you have some customers in the room. I'd say about 1/3 of this room are your customers, so that's fantastic.
That's great. Contact us later.
Excellent. Okay, and then next I want to go what's most logical, and we're going to end on oil and gas, but go to the Braille, because that's also solving a social problem.
That's right.
So talk to us a little bit about that social problem, and I'm actually curious, you probably might have a personal story as to why you got into that?
Yes, we got like a story with my friend's relative. He's a 10 years old vision impaired student. One day he was crying and angry because he made the mistake for the 3rd time in making his homework. So he had to retype his whole homework again. So he was asking his father and crying not to continue studying the school, and he doesn't want to go to school anymore because he felt that he wasted his time while retyping his homework again and again, and now he doesn't have any time to play. So we came with Braille from that story. So we invented a Braille typewriter that allows him to edit the text before embossing, so he will not waste his time and not wasting paper.
That's excellent. And so your market's probably a little bit more different and very focused. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the market that you're...
Yes, the market, you can't say it's small or large because it's about 4% of the world population. But our main target is the developing countries and poor countries, because they are representing 90% of the vision impaired people. So a lot of NGOs are trying to buy, you can say, as less expensive as possible. I can't say cheap because the devices are not cheap at all. So less expensive as possible, so they can cover largest area that they can.
So that's wonderful. So you're developing something here, but you're really thinking about the global market.
That's right.
And taking out the global market. That's fantastic. Okay, and next, so you're more in the B2B space.
Yes.
And tell me about the problem that you're solving and about your market.
Yeah, for sure. Well, oil and gas companies, when they are looking for oil and trying to understand how much oil they have and how they can extract the maximum amount of oil out of the reservoir, they need to analyze rock samples they extract. And when they analyze these rock samples, it takes a lot of time to analyze them, sometimes even up to a month. We are developing a patented technology that takes time down to a couple of hours to get this analysis, and it uses a huge effect on cost reduction and optimization, which the industry currently in need of with the oil prices drop.
Why'd you get into this? What was the origin?
I'm driven about developing new technologies. I'm an engineer myself, and commercializing the technology here in the kingdom is a dream that I had, and I share with my co-founder since we were very young. We were always considered as consumers. We will import technologies and use them, and there has been a lot of talks about the fact that the kingdom really needs to start developing its own technologies that solves its own problems, and this is one step towards that direction. That's the main reason. Yeah.
Excellent, good. So let's stay on you for a minute, and I want to hear about then. So you're in a very specialized field that you're looking for talent that's probably pretty specific in the engineering field that you're in.
Yes.
So where do you find good talent?
We basically formed our team from KFPMers, where we specialize in the different technical and business aspect needed for the startup to develop. So when you develop a startup around the university, especially a distinguished one like KFPM, you'd find a lot of talent. Now it's been a struggle, but it's becoming easier to try to convince people to go to the startup direction rather than just working for a large company like Aramco or whatever, because it's more safe. That's mainly the main challenge, but it's becoming easier and easier with time, and more people are believing in that direction now, the startup direction. And, yeah.
That's good to hear. Now, where are you guys looking for talent? Are you scaling your business? Are you still in the idea stage?
No, for me, I'm still in the idea stage.
Okay.
We built a prototype and we tested it with a couple, I can say, no, not couple, with multiple vision impaired people in different ages. So we got our feedback, and now we are planning to make like our second prototype, and then you can get our fixed price, manufacturing price, and then we can plan how we can enter the market.
Excellent. Okay. Now, what I want to know, the million-dollar question is, what does your mom think about your company? Is she proud that you're an entrepreneur?
Sure, she is. She's pretty proud, yes.
Good. Would she rather that you went to go work for an oil and gas company?
Actually, my mother, at the beginning, she was encouraging me to work in big gas companies because I'm a mechanical engineer. Then after I invented Rebrail and other inventions, they said, okay, you're an inventor, so go, you have a good opportunities in the market. Don't go to gas companies, make your own company.
That's excellent. You're an inventor. I love that. Now, I have my two ladies that are inventors down there, too. What does your mom think about what you're doing?
I think she's interested in how it would actually work and any the changes it might do.
That's excellent.
She's pretty excited.
Is she excited?
Especially because we're all grown ups, but like when she thinks back, she thinks, I want this toy for my children if they were young. Yeah, she's excited about it.
That's excellent. So I want to hear about your go-to-market strategies with the toys that you're building. So you're both in the idea stage?
We're in the startup track,
Okay.
and
I'm in the
she's
idea
in
stage.
the idea stage.
Okay, so maybe start on the end. Tell me about what your path is.
So we want to start by local production because we're still testing out the product, and we still have the first prototype which will develop to be appropriate for mass production. We're producing it locally because we don't want to produce a mass amount. And then we're targeting children from 8 to 12 years old. And then our next stage will be if there's a demand, hopefully we're gonna go into mass production outsourcing, and then further on opening a kiosk in a mall, further on inshallah a store, hopefully.
Cool. And then what's your path?
For us, we already made one product that we launched. It was more like a pilot project called Carnival. It showed real success, and we sold a lot regarding, comparing to the quantity made. Futuristically, within 2016, we plan to make 4 products, and they would be produced, some items would be produced locally and some from outside.
Okay, that's awesome. So the next question I have for all of you, and raise your hand if you want to start with it. I'll be democratic. I want to know, we've talked a lot today about the priorities of the kingdom, and then a lot of things that have been put in place here to help you, entrepreneurs, and to really encourage you. So what has helped you? What are the tools that have been put in place locally that you've taken advantage of? Be it a different type of funding, a different type of training, a type of incubator. What has helped you, and what do you need more of?
I can start by saying that more and more Ecosystems are being generated around the universities, and that's an amazing place to gather and harvest ideas. Ourselves, we are incubated at the accelerator at KFUPM, and with a set of mentors and advisors there, that helps us a lot. We're also located in the hub of oil and gas in the world, in the Haran Techno Valley. I'm walking distance from like all the big four sharks in oil and gas, so that helps a lot. So I think if you are in the right place, surrounded by the right people, I know it's a bit general, but yeah, that's how it works.
I think you're well placed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Now the Braille world, that's global, so that's a little bit different. What things have helped you here in the region?
You can say what helped me here is like the incubator, Badr. I contacted them multiple times until finally they respond to me. Thank you, Badr. But alhamdulillah, they provided me with some good mentors, like Mohamed Aboudiya. He's a visually impaired and inventor, so he was directing me in the Braille direction and the Braille market.
Excellent. Ladies, what helped you?
I think for us, we're a team of three. I think network played a big role, and like pulling strings together and getting people to be more involved in the company and its progress really helped it to step on its feet and grow more.
Excellent.
Yeah, for us, it's like programs like MIT, EF, they really help you to believe that your project is and can be achieved. And another thing I believe is also the members of the team. If you have a really unique members, you really you go far, especially if all of the members believe in the message you want to deliver. So yeah, I believe we have a strong team. We're all very passionate about what we want to deliver, and that's really helping in the passion.
Fantastic.
Completely agree.
Okay, so this is now my last question, and they're going to be your parting words, and we're going to start with you, so be thinking.
Okay.
Now, this is the first group of the competition in Saudi, and we're really proud of you at MIT Technology Review and MIT Enterprise Forum. You now have a legacy to fulfill, and you're going to need to, as you progress in your careers, become mentors and really help foster this community. So you have a responsibility. But what I want you to think about right now is you've already been on your journey. What is your advice to the entrepreneurs coming behind you? What is the thing that you have most proud about learning? Like, what is your one piece of advice that you want to give to them?
Okay, you can say I can sum my whole entrepreneurial life. Don't look into what other people say when they say, you can't do that, it's difficult. I know it's difficult, but it's not impossible. Everything here in our life is possible. Sure, it's difficult, otherwise it will not have a pleasure to accomplish it.
Brilliant. I think that was Tuba's #1 point about entrepreneurs, persistence. So we have persistence. Excellent. What's your advice?
Well, the first thing I would say is probably to find your group or tribe to go and be surrounded by really smart people who are motivated and share the same goal with you. Because no matter how smart you are, no matter how hardworking you are, there will be a time where you feel down, you feel that you don't want to continue anymore. And if you don't have that group of people around you to push you when you're down and for you to push them when they're down, you'll not survive the road. And I think that's the most important aspect, is having the right people with you.
Be persistent, find your tribe and support system. Excellent.
I think being very open to having new experiences and not being afraid to try new things, discover new things, and being open to possibilities that you thought that may not be there.
Don't be afraid and be open. Excellent. All right.
It's the same point. It's like you need to be open to learn different things, even if it's out of your comfort zone. Even if you think it doesn't relate anything to your project, you should be open, because believe me, in everything you learn, there's something that will benefit you. And connections. I always say, like, you need to find connections, make connections, and hopefully you spread the word about your project, your idea.
All right, now we have the 4 tips from the entrepreneurs themselves. So give a hand to these ASA entrepreneurs.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you all for sharing everything, and good luck when we announce the winners.
Thank you.
Thank you.